Like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shit, got all my people in red clothes. Styling my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like that. Wanna party with me?
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Furman Jackson Jr., and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Walk in His Ways Impact Voice podcast, coming to you live from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Our podcast focuses on the remarkable stories of individuals who have successfully transformed their dreams into tangible reality. Today, we have the privilege of hosting our esteemed guest, DeAngel Epps, a good friend of mine. We've known each other for a very, very long time. I respect her mindset. She always been a go-getter since day one that I met her, and she still kept that mindset ever since then. She had quite a few accomplishments, degrees, military. She's not afraid to take challenges. She's not afraid to take risks. She's all about success. And I reached out to her. I know we did a podcast before. It was conflict of schedule. It today worked out perfectly. And she had the opportunity to make room for me to do the interview, of course, and come on and talk about all the things that she's doing. So welcome, DeAngel, to Walking His Way Impact Voice Podcast. I know this is not your first time, this is your second time on here. So I appreciate you once again. Of course, this is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone who may be watching us, whether on Facebook or YouTube. So I want to give a big shout out to everybody, big shout out to the audience that always timing in every week as well. I don't want to forget about y'all. And keep up the great work. So Angel, how everything be going with you? And matter of fact, happy New Year to you as well also.
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for having me on again. It's an honor as always. And I've been doing really good. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well, and Happy New Year. I've been doing really good, but I really appreciate you having me on. I really do.
Well, I love having inspiration people as yourself who are doing extraordinary things. We know we're in a time now where everyone is always looking for redemption, looking for hope. And they get them and inspiration as well, but they get those inspirations from other individuals who see they're making impact. And you're one of the ones who are making an impact. And I love having interviews yourself on here because you share your stories with the listening audience and they look at, okay, she doing it, I could do it too. And that's what it's all about. So get started. Give us the background on who this extraordinary young woman is.
So I consider myself an entrepreneur. I also have a military background. Prior to going into the military, I was in college, so I went to school for physical therapy. And then while I was in the military, I earned a degree in hospitality and fitness management. And once I got out of the military, I got into esthetician. So I always had like a diversity about me. Like I always have loved helping people, and I just brought my education and I brought that into my entrepreneurship. And I just used everything that I have learned through the military, everything I have learned while I was in college, because I'm a learner. I'm like a professional student. I'm always like to learn. And so I just brought all those things, all those experiences that has helped me shape me like I am today, and helped me to be successful using those experiences.
And that's what's up right there. And before we go any further, we'll give a big shout out to Ashanti that's watching us. She said good evening. And also she said she's tuning in from Birmingham, Alabama. Alabama is state, of course, so big shout out to Alabama as well.
Yeah.
So that's always a great thing. But you always been one of the ones who always take on new challenges,
Right.
Take on new roles, to be diverse. So you was always them individuals who always want to keep your life interesting, entertaining. Because I know a lot of times individuals may get bored.
Right.
But you always ones who always wanted to, okay, I'm gonna try to do things. I want to learn different things to keep your life interesting. Because I know people are drawn to interesting people.
Right. And that's what I love about your podcast. I know your foundation is Walking His Ways, but you have all walks of life on your podcast. You have different types of people, and I think that's what makes us unique. Everyone has their own individual niches about them. And that's something that has helped shape me to be able to help people. It's just not kind of just seeing things one-sided, but kind of having an open view, like just open-minded with everything that I do.
Right. And that's what it's all about, dealing with the mindset, working on things. We constantly, we are, they say, what, creatures of habit, they say.
Right.
Always evolving,
Right.
always growing.
Right.
Never be afraid to take chance. We know success is all about taking risks. And I had this conversation with someone at work one time, and we're in a generation now where some individuals, they want success, but they want to be comfortable at the same time.
Right.
It's like I want the good, I want this, but I want to be comfortable. Much is given, much required. If you want to be successful, you're gonna have to sacrifice the temporary pleasures of life in order to gain long-term success. And some people can't do that. That means, okay, I'm gonna have to give up going out on the regular. I'm gonna have to give up going out to dinners. I'm gonna have to give up going out buying this, buying ladies this, unless you're investing. And there's a lot of things people forget, and they forget that it's all about investing in you. You invested in your product. You're investing in your business. You're investing in your brand. Like every dime that I get, I have to put it back into my company. I have to put it back into my business. And some individuals are not ready for that.
Right. Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I like to tell people, because obstacles is what shape you. And a lot of times you'll be surprised that a lot of times you hear about people afraid of failure, but a lot of times people are afraid of success. That's a thing. That's a thing. And when, like you said, when you want something, you're gonna come across challenges. And anytime you're on the brink of something, you're gonna find that obstacles gonna be put in your way. And you just gotta never give up, because that's the things that's gonna make you better. It's gonna prepare you for that next level. Each level that you're trying to get to, you're gonna have to conquer something. And so you just have to keep your mind motivated. It's all about motivation. It's all about just staying ready and never giving up, even though it's easier said than done. But you got to be resilient in what you do. And those are the things that's going to help you to be successful, and not being afraid of success, not being afraid of what's on the other side. It's always going to be, you will visualize something, but God has a way of making it even better than what you visualize. So you just got to keep on going.
You got to, because we are already, this is the second month of 2024. You have people get excited. Well, I'm saying people. You have individuals got excited. December 31st, January 1st, first of January. Everybody going to the gym. I'm gonna get myself in shape. I'm gonna do this and do that. Getting into those emotions, and after a while, those emotions fade away. You have false confidence, but in order to be successful, it requires discipline. You hear people say that all the time, Angel. Get out your own way. So a lot of times we be in our own way. We want to quit to say, oh, we got haters, I got haters. No, a lot of times it be you. We could be our own worst enemy. So we be in our own way, and we based off our feelings and emotions. Well, I don't feel okay. I'm gonna get up, like I said, I'm gonna get up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Or I don't feel like I'm just gonna turn over. Once again, we get in our own way again. I'm using that as an example. But then we hate ourselves because we defeated ourselves, if that makes sense.
No, that makes absolutely sense. And so you have to remain consistent. You have to remain consistent in the things that you're doing. And then you have to set goals. One thing that helped me is actually getting a piece of paper literally and writing out the goals. Actually visualizing it helps me a lot, and just really maintaining. And it's something that I also had to remind myself, because a lot of times you hear people that say, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. But, if you didn't put in a lot of work, also take time to relax, self-care, and recharge in the things that you're doing. So don't constantly beat yourself up. And also, you're gonna fail sometimes. Failure is okay. Failure is also something that helps shape you. But the thing is, your recovery. Your recovery is what matters the most. So even though you may have moments where you're not motivated, you just got to stay consistent. Every little step count. Every little thing counts. Everything that you do going to determine your next few years in life. So you just got to keep that reminder with yourself, and that's the key to getting and achieving the things that you want.
Right. Yeah, 'cause, we used to hear this a long time ago. We used to say, I'm looking forward to the future. But if you ever read the book, The Alchemist, by Paulo Coelho, he says in the book, you correct your present. Once you correct your present, your future will be taken care of. What it's saying is, I'm paraphrasing, we forget about the habits. We forget about those bad decisions that we make during our present. Because what we going to do? You're just going to repeat the same thing in the future. Right. So basically says you correct your present, your future will be taken care of. And we used to say that all the time. We thought that was cool. I'm looking forward to the future. But then before you know it, you're repeating the same thing in your future you did in your present until you start making those changes that you need to make. You say, okay, right. You hear people say removing toxic situations, or I have to break this and break that. In order to have a successful future, we have to start somewhere. And a lot of times, Angel, we think it's all about the big picture.
Right.
It's the little simple things
right.
that give us those hang-ups. What you want to say about that?
I agree. And then also be open to constructive criticism. That's why one thing that I love doing, I love hanging around elders. I love hanging around my elders. And I love the wisdom that they give. So you have to be open to that constructive criticism, open to just continuous learning, not thinking like you know it all, like right. You know it all. It's okay to not know, because that's what's going to make you better, and just being open to that. So definitely the present moment and just correcting that will stop you from being in that continuously, like you said, that loop. A lot of times we experience the same thing, but it'd be like different situations or different people because you're in that same loop. So in order to see that change, you got to be open to that constructive criticism. You got to be open to wanting to change and just be open-minded to continuously learning.
Right. So mentoring is very important. We have we have more mentors than ever before. And we know that mentors and coaches help you out a whole lot. Like you said earlier, not to the point where we think we know it all. We got now people think they know it all, but it's always levels that we have to go through, because the individuals that's already there where you're going, them the ones that you want to pick their brain, ask questions, because they've been there, done that, and they there where you're going. So what you say about having coaches, and do you have a coach yourself? As you've been an entrepreneur, I know a lot of entrepreneurs always have mentors and coaches that they constantly talk to on a regular basis.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I like I said, I love hanging around my elders because that's, you can gain so much wisdom from your elders. And even if you can really learn something from anybody. Okay, you just got to pay attention. It could be right. Someone younger than you. Absolutely. But me, I just so happen to be blessed with a lot of older people in my life that has really been coaching me and helping me and mentoring me and the things that I'm trying to do, specifically like in business and everything of that nature. I've been having some real good relationships with people that's older than me that's been really good guidance to me, and I'm really thankful for that, because when I do make a mistake, or when I do, because I'm human, and I do have those moments when I'm like, oh my gosh. And then, it's just good to hear someone that has been through it before tell you, like, look, I got through it, so you can too.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. I just love it because it's constantly growing. You're constantly evolving. You constantly want to get better. You hear affirmations all the time.
Right.
Words, this thing we say of ourselves. We already, at times, Angel, we already judge ourselves. We'll say stuff in our mind. Oh, I'm not good enough.
Right.
I'm not worthy enough.
Right.
I'm not smart enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not handsome enough. What they gonna say? What they gonna think? And we be in the prisons of our minds. And I work in the law enforcement field, and you have a lot of people who are incarcerated. They think, oh man, you got it good because you're out there, quote unquote, free world. But I tell them this all the time: the worst lockup is in your mind. There's a lot of people who is not incarcerated physically are incarcerated in their mind.
Yes.
On a regular basis, because you never know what the individual is dealing with, what they're going through. You got somebody right now who may be contemplating suicide. Somebody who may just lost their job, lost a family member, lost a marriage, lost a home, lost a child. Stuff is always going on in this world that we're in. But it's how we handle the matter. It's how we handle the situation. But we talk where people now don't even talk. And people are afraid to talk. People are afraid to confide in others. And we see all the time, it's like, okay, if I confide in you, or we have a falling out, so I'm going to blast everything on what you told me on social media so they can see.
Yes.
And if that's why people don't, and I understand why people don't talk to people, because not saying everybody's not bad, but I'm saying it goes on a regular basis.
Yes.
Where, okay, I'm going to hurt you, so I'm going to hurt you too. And that's crazy.
It is. It absolutely is. And that's why it's very important to have a group of people or a team of people that you can really rely on, that really can lift you up in times when you need them. Of course, also having a strong spiritual foundation.
Right.
If you have a strong spiritual foundation, that's going to help you mentally for sure, first and foremost. But also just, building really good relationships with people that you can trust, that when you have those moments and you need to vent and things like that, you will have that. And you're absolutely right. A lot of that is going on social media where it's a lot of mess going on. But you got to stay above it. You got to look above it, and you got to stay 10 toes down on what you're doing. Those are distractions. A lot of things that happen like that are distractions and kind of keep you not focused on the things that you're trying to do. So you got to take those moments, and you just got to keep, you got to keep pushing. You got to find the good in it. And even when everything even seems like it's just not good, you got to find the good out of it, and you got to keep on moving. You got to keep on pushing. And those are the things it's hard, sometimes to always try to be this strong person, because you're human. So you're going to have moments where you're not. It's okay. And it's okay to do that. It's okay to have that. But as long as you have that spiritual foundation, things are going to always fall in place for you. You're going to always find that time in you and yourself to pull through any type of situation.
Facts. So we're going to take our quick commercial break, and then after that, we're going to jump right back into our Q&A conversation. Okay. The name of tonight's episode is called The Spotlight on DeAngel Epps. So if you're watching this, wherever you're watching this at, put hashtag The Spotlight on DeAngel Epps. Also, let us know where you're watching this from, and we'd love to give you a big shout. If you have questions on what we're talking about tonight, feel free to put them in the comment section as well. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. We'd love to answer y'all questions also. It's all about growth and not about improvement. So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
As a professional quarterback, I get a lot of shit.
This guy's just in the red zone. Most overrated quarterback.
Got more turnovers than a bake sale!
And I get it. When you're not a fan of something, shitting on it can make you feel good. But what if I told you that now it can do some good too? Let me show you how. First, if you're 45 or older, talk to your doctor about getting screened for colon cancer. Then, if you're prescribed a home screening kit like this, grab the sample collection container and place a sticker of something you want to shit on right on the underside. Not a fan of marine life? Slap it on. Have issues with old-timey prospectors? Boom. It works with anything from colors to large American predatory birds. Then, follow the instructions on collecting and shipping your sample.
Here we go!
And in about 2 weeks, you'll have the results. It's that easy to get screened for colon cancer and make your feelings abundantly clear. So talk to your doctor today.
Home screening kits like Cologuard are for people 45 or older of average risk, not for high-risk people like Dak. Dak actually wouldn't use a home test kit, but he's so committed to preventing people from getting colon cancer that he agreed to star in this video we wrote for him without any concern for his safety. I definitely deserve that. Visit leadfrombehind.org to get more information and some stickers we made.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the Walking His Ways Impact Voice Podcast. I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr. We're broadcasting out of the DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas metropolitan area, along with my great friend, DeAngel Epps, out of Atlanta, Georgia as well. Thank you for taking time on a productive schedule. Like I said, I always mind you for a long time, just your mindset, how you could take care of yourself, how you conducted yourself as a young woman. And it's like at your age, you always knew what you wanted to do. We had a lot of people there in their 20s, early 20s. They try to figure out what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go. But you was always that type of individual who walked to the beat of our own drum. You wasn't trying to be a part of the in crowd, but you always had that standing out. Where did that all come from to where you are today? Even though I know you still have work to do, but what all that originated from that point now, then to where you at today?
So let me tell you something. Anytime, even as a child, I always been like that. I always been a kind of just my own individual person. But even, when I was in high school, I got in high school and I tried to be in the in crowd. God always had a way of putting me right back in my place. So I learned really quickly, like really early on, how to really appreciate my essence of who I am. And so, as I got older, of course, you're human. You're human, so you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make lots of mistakes. But in those mistakes is what helped me to really learn who I truly am, and really continue to just be at my own drum. And because that's what make us, like we were saying earlier, that's what make all of us unique. Because everyone got something special about them. And so it's just all about remembering. It's all about, just remembering who you are and just continuing to go on the path that's designed for you. And so those are the things that I kept, that I value, my values. And also just like my upbringing, the way I was raised. Those are the things that really just helped me to keep going the way that I am.
So it's always came from that situation where all things are possible. That was always installed in you.
Right.
Never limit yourself just because you may be because of your background, the color of your skin. You was always taught, hey, you can be anything that you want. There's the land of opportunities, of possibilities, and that would keep you going. A lot of times, individuals, they had a limitation when it comes to family members. Mm-hmm. You can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. But that limitation of, well, I can't do it, you won't do it, but breaking the boundaries. I think every generation should always top a generation. Right. Okay, thank God for our parents. Right. But they installed in you, okay, yeah, we did, but we want you to take it to a whole nother level.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. I feel like each generation brings something. So it takes the next generation to open up doors to things. It's stuff that I'm teaching. I'm now teaching my mother and my father. They're like, you know what? I didn't even look at it from that perspective. Thank you. So it is up to the next generation to open doors, to show you. It's things that the generation under me that's showing me that I didn't even know. And I'm like, God, they know how to work this technology at out the womb. They know how to work technology. Right. And so it's like, it's amazing. So it's all about you being open to those things, open to learning. That's the key.
That's it. And that's with a big shout. I also want to thank Ms. Cross that's watching on the YouTube side. She said values are very important. Thank you for tuning in and watching Ms. Cross on the YouTube side of tonight's podcast. Yeah, it just made me think about how things are. We was in a generation, I'll be 42 in April. But we came to that time where it was taught to go to school, go to work, remain on the job for so long, you get your retirement, you get your pension, that you're living a good life.
Right.
That's all had changed now.
Right.
Where people are learning about financial literacy. They're learning about investment. They're learning about stocks and bonds. They're learning about life insurance policy. Because I tell anybody, and it was told me a long time ago, in my generation, there won't be no more Social Security. Because if you look at it now, it is fading away slowly but surely.
Right.
But now you have to think about, okay, and I can't work forever. I'm gonna get at a certain age, but I want to be financially stable.
Right.
I want to be financially comfortable. That makes sense.
Right.
Start thinking long term. Having policies in place, investments in place. I have an account in place right now, and I have it taken out every other. Have it taken out monthly, whatever. And I don't see it because it don't be in my mind until I look at my account. Like, oh man, it's growing.
Right.
But it's just that you want to be comfortable, not to the point where I got to rob Peter to pay Paul. That makes sense when I'm saying it.
Right. I agree. I totally agree.
Because I know a lot of people are getting into financial literacy. So are you into the financial literacy? That's one of your pet peeves when it comes to finances, because we know that people look at money as a tool.
Absolutely. That's something like, for example, when I first got into entrepreneurship, credit was something that one of the first things that I had learned early on. And I know growing up, that wasn't something that I was taught. It's something that I had to learn. So now I'm in position to tell my parents and other family members the importance of having good credit and not being afraid. Because like you said, a lot of the generations are taught to go to school, go to work. And like you said, a lot of those old traditions and ways are disappearing. So being bold enough to take different risks is something that I've been teaching my family members as well. Like, yeah, it's okay. Like I went to school too, but I also have several businesses that I have invested in, and financial literacy is one. I'm an esthetician, so I'm teaching people about the value of skincare, of taking care of their body, taking care of their health. That's something that I have a mentorship in. Cynthia Bunner, she helps me a lot with learning. She's an herbalist, so she helps me a lot when it comes to natural health. So that's a lot of things, a lot of times we depend, and I'm not a medical advisor or anything, but a lot of times, our generation, they depend on doctors telling them, you have to take this medication, you have to take this medication. So it's a lack of education on natural remedies. So, and we have a lot of times we have lost some of the traditions that we have that was embedded in us. So I'm all about, bringing some of those traditions back, but also bringing in the new information and knowledge that I have learned to bring to the generations behind me and in front of me about ways of taking care of their health and things like that. So you just have to not be afraid to think outside of the box. And that's the thing about it, and being successful and just, carrying on your generation.
Right. You don't want to be closed-minded. No want to be closed-minded. You want to be open-minded to ideas. Be open-minded to other people's ideas as well.
Right.
And as you was talking about health, we know that biblically, the Bible says that God wants us to prosper in our health. So we know it's God's will for us to be healthy. We know a lot of people are tapping into when it comes to the remedies, the right foods that we should eat, the proper nourishment that we should be taking. All this stuff does play a role in our lives. Like you said, the doctors will put you on this different medication when it comes from high blood pressure to you name it. We know that the pharmaceutical company is a $1 trillion industry. So we know that they don't want you to be healthy. If they did, they'll put them out of business. So they have to keep this stuff going, but learning this stuff, learn how to be healthy. So as you on a health, I don't want to say health journey, but being healthy is part of of entrepreneurship, because entrepreneurs got to be healthy, right?
Absolutely.
Because you have to eat right. You have to make sure you stay hydrated, exercise. So as you on part of you being healthy, what foods do you eat on a regular? What things that you took out of when it comes to your eating habits? So what are the things that you implement to being fit and staying healthy?
So a lot of times you hear people like you have to be on this strict diet and things like that. And I'm a type of person like I feel like if you have like a dislike for food, it kind of make you dislike yourself, which kind of discourage you from the health journey. So you basically want to just find foods that you like and just do what you feel will be best in your journey. You got to do what's best for you because everybody is different. That's one thing about me. I'm not gonna ever tell someone you have to eat this, you have to eat that. But what I can say, you want to find more of an alkaline type diet of food. So a lot of greenery, a lot of vegetables, of course, fruits, things like that. You want to include that in your diet. You don't want to eat a lot of starches. I love chicken. I love me some chicken. So you don't want to eat that every day. You want to be mindful in the things that you eat. So you just got to find the best thing that's for you, but you want to, you want to include more of an alkaline when you eat it. And you definitely, water is your best friend. Water is your best friend, hands down. A lot of issues come with a lot of people. They just need to have a good bowel movement.
Right, most definitely.
Yes. So you work on your colon. That's the key to a lot of getting rid of a lot of things that's going on within you. Is just having a constant bowel movement, because once you cleanse your colon is directly linked to every major organ in your body. So if you're constantly cleaning that, you'll notice a change in something like your eyesight, your smell, your hearing, everything. You will notice a difference. So that's a very key thing that I tell people is making sure that you have you constantly keep your colon clean, making sure you have a regular bowel movement.
Right, because that is important. And Ms. Cross said, I agree, more fruits and veggies. Your body's your temple. That's true. You gotta take care of your
absolutely.
body.
Your body is your temple.
You gotta take care of your body. Because what I do, I eat a lot of greens. I eat a lot of salad. There's a place here in Dallas I be going to called Salad and Go. They have salad all day. They get you a salad like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
So, yeah, and because when I get off at 6:30, sometimes I go and I get me a Caesar salad. I don't do none of the croutons. I get that. I add my protein to it, like the steak, the chicken and stuff for my protein. So I do that on a regular basis. Whenever I do cook dinner at home, I do like broccoli and I do like chicken breast. I bake it, of course. So I bake it and stuff. So I eat stuff like that. I make sure I take my vitamins a lot, of course. Gotta keep that immune. I tell everybody, keep your immune system. I had some guys at work, they stay sick all the time. I told them, man, y'all need to start taking some vitamins because you gotta keep your immune system strong. Because if you don't, you're gonna remain sickly all the time. So I implement that a lot. So I'm always learning different things when it comes to the body. Because like I said, health is wealth. Everybody said they trying to chase the bag. But you keep chasing that bag, you're going to be paying them hospital bills. You're not being healthy. But make sure you take care of yourself.
Yes.
Go to the gym regularly, of course. Drink plenty of water. Green tea. I love green tea. So I drink that a lot too also. Go ahead.
And come to the spa. We're opening our own spa here in Georgia. And so take time to have self-care days for yourself. Take time because we don't only just clean. A lot of people is like, oh, you just wash your face. No, I'm not just washing your face. I'm cleansing your skin. I'm cleansing your body. I'm helping beautify your body from the inside out. So take time to go to these spas. Take time for yourself. And like Miss Alicia was saying, your body is your temple. You're a temple. So take time. There's no price tag on making sure that your health is top tier because like you mentioned earlier, you're saving yourself a lot of hospital visits. So just taking moments and times to take care of yourself. That's one way to keep yourself going, keeping your mental focus too.
Yeah, also hair growth. A lot of people used to lose their hair. Um, and you have people tell them, "Oh, just go ahead and go bald." But a lot of that stuff comes from what, when people, it may be genetics, but I'm saying it could be where the follicles has closed up and it keeps the hair from not growing and circulating. That's why the hair falls out. They have stuff now where it helps you to grow your hair back. You know what I'm saying? Which you want to chime in on that?
Yes, and that's a service too as well that we offer at our spa, where we actually have scalp treatments, and we make sure we do things where, and you will be surprised at a lot of young people our age and younger that's having issues with their hair losses. And I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of the chemicals and things
Yeah.
that we put in our bodies. So we offer a treatment where we do scalp treatments where we moisturize your hair with this machine. It's called hydrofacial machine, and we stimulate the hair growth, and we help grow your hair back. And it has done really well with a lot of our clients. So that is something else that you can take time for yourself if that's something that you have an issue with. If you're here in Atlanta, make sure you come by our spa to get that scalp treatment, or just look more into doing that for yourself, because like you said, that is an issue. That's a major issue that we're having today with the youth and older.
Yeah, right. The first thing they tell you, well, just go ahead and cut it off. But it comes from the hair follicles being closed. And like you mentioned, the products. A lot of stuff comes from those commercial shampoos that they sell in the store. And what it does, it clogs the hair follicles where it causes the hair to fall out.
Right.
Absolutely. So like you said, you do the treatment for the scalp to get that circulate. I think does it do like a burning sensation where okay that there is life still there.
Right. It'll burn or itch, like an itchy. You'll know like, okay, it's circulating. I still got, because a lot of people, that's the thing, they don't feel nothing at all. So that's when like, okay, it's still some growth happening. It's just gotta, when you just want to keep it stimulated.
Right. This stuff is important. And also for the fellas, there's nothing wrong with take care of yourself. Because that's been stereotyped for so long too. Angel, when it comes to guys taking care of themselves, they think, okay, you're gay or that. No, but it's healthy to take care of your feet. Because I remember before I moved here to Mobile. I said if I moved here to Mobile. When I moved from Mobile to here, and I went to get my feet done, and this lady was breaking it down to me how it's important to take care of our feet. Because she was saying, y'all guys, y'all so quick to want to get your hair cut, but y'all never think about taking care of the feet. And when she broke it down to me, it makes a lot of sense. Because now I do go get my feet, which I call it my Tree the King Day. Tree the King Day is when I go get my feet done and stuff like that. Because especially I do a lot of walking, so I gotta take care of my feet, keep the toes trimmed, and I also help with the circulation too, the blood circulation. I did not know that either when it comes to getting our feet done, help with blood circulation also.
I agree, and you'll be surprised. We also offer a treatment too at our spa. It's called a foot detox, and it's for males.
I heard about that.
Yeah, it's for males and females because our spa is open to all. And a foot detox, what it does is it literally, you soak your feet in, and it'll basically take all the toxins out of your body.
Right.
And you also get an opportunity to kind of see what's going on with you within your body. So like you said, it's good to take time to and then we also massage your feet as well. So it's good to get that blood circulating, get those toxins out your feet, and just take time for yourself. Those little things like that are very critical in long-term health. That's what's going to really get you through a lot of that's going to keep your immune system up, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, and also helps like the build up immune system, build up our metabolism. That's another thing. I know our metabolism slows down. That will be all bloated and stuff. A lot of times we just need a good cleansing. when it
Right.
comes for the midsection, when we so bloated, it's because of all that toxin away. Because matter of fact, I learned this a long time ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Even when we pass gas, it's not even it ain't even supposed to smell a certain way. Because if it's real
right.
funky, that means there's something wrong on the inside. It's not right.
Right. The smell, it'll let different smells that's coming from your body. It lets you know that okay, something's not right because we're not supposed to smell certain type of ways. So those are like signs to let you know, like okay, what's going on with my body, what I need to do next. It's something I need to maybe eliminate from eating. I need to maybe have a good bowel movement. I need to change something up. So those smells are signs that let you know, like, okay, I didn't eat too much chicken today. I need to stop eating that chicken.
Right, because it's right and not supposed to smell. When you when you pass gas, it's not supposed to. Like, hit me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's not supposed to smell. Isn't because if it's smelling bad, that means something going on with you on the inside. You need to go get checked out. Just like being body odor. You know what? We're not supposed to be smelling.
No.
So that means that stuff start pouring out too.
And that's signs to let you know that something is going on within your body. When you start having different body odors and things of that nature, those are things that's just your body telling you, okay, something's not right. What do you need to do to fix it? So a lot of times your body is going to tell you first before something major happened down the line that something's going on within you. You just got to pay attention to it.
Yeah, I remember I had bought this stuff in the vitamin shop, and it's some type of detox. I stay going to the vitamin shop. That's one of my favorite places to go. I don't care what nobody say. People say, man, going to the barber shop is expensive. Trust me, that stuff works, and it hits me on a whole lot. But buying this stuff with some type of detox that I bought, and it had me go to the bathroom constantly. But when I was using it, I see that a lot of stuff that I had was eating was coming out of me. Because of the detoxing, because that stuff sits in our midsection where we are supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, the bowels will be going. And that stuff had me going for a couple of days. But when we get off here, I'm going to tell you some more of that stuff when we get off the show. So I'm all about cleansing myself too. But that stuff is important, man. It's all about cleaning yourself. You feel good about yourself.
It is. People don't realize, because I recently, not too long ago, started getting something called colonics. And that's something that, helps clean out your colon. And you don't realize, a lot of times you don't realize how backed up that as from a child, from a baby, you still be backed up. That's years of backed up. So it's all about helping clearing that out. For sure.
Yeah, that's it. That's the most thing. Because we know we're going to talk about this a little further too. Because on this show, we all uncensored adult, all that good stuff. Right. We also got a comment too from Miss Cross. She said, "Yep, my husband, brothers, uncles, and all pastors I know are metrosexuals, and they are kings too. Yes, men, take care of your bodies, checkups too. Your queen's needs you." So that's a comment from Miss Cross. And then we got another one too. She said, "Foot detoxing are amazing. I love them. It detox your liver, kidney, blood, increases blood circulation, and everything else." So that's another statement from Miss Cross. Thank you from Miss Cross. Also, if you have any questions, go ahead. Enlighten us. If you have any questions for Angel, she does a lot of great things. You also consider you're also spiritual as well. You always tap into the spiritual side of things as well. How is that going along too on the spiritual journey? I know you've been there for a long time too.
A long time, right? And I think that's something that I'm gonna be on until I leave this physical plane. We're gonna always be on a journey. And I actually right now have a group called Empress Activation Academy. And it is for men and women. And we don't just talk about spiritual things. We talk about a lot of spiritual things like meditation, affirmations, just things to keep you a positive mindset, to keep you going, stretching, things of that nature to keep you just on point. We talk about other things as well, like business things. We talk about like a diverse things, but If that's something that you all are interested in, into learning like different aspects of spirituality to keep you focused and balanced, that's you can find that on my Facebook page. But yes, I'm still on my journey, and I'm still, I'm learning so many different ways, and I learned also in my spiritual journey, not to keep myself in a box with that either. Like a lot of times you hear like a lot of everybody use different terminologies and
Right.
got different ways that they connect to spirit. So I always try to just be aware of those things, and I take that's good, that I resonate and that's good for me, and I keep keep things moving. But my foundation is always God. I always rely on God. I always pray to God, and that's what's been keeping me moving with everything, and that's what's been keeping me on my spiritual journey and keeping me focused on everything that I need to do in life. And that's what I was saying earlier. As long as you have that foundation, on that spiritual foundation, and keeping that in your heart and in your spirit, you'll be able to get through any obstacles that come your way.
Yeah, most definitely. So we're going to take another quick commercial break, and after this break, we're going to jump right back into our Q&A conversation.
Let you find darkness. Through that door you ran endlessly. Refusing to look back at me. You made yourself my enemy. But I am a girl of prayer. Return it for my love and care. You didn't wanna burn on me. You are the one that lied on me. Turn the power against me. With hateful words they surround me. With no reason for against me. You did a 35 on me. You did a 55 on me. You hated the light in me. So I've been peeping how you looking lately. These days you been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reactions that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. But hey, what can I say? We ain't the same. Like, do I even know your name? So I've been peeping how you looking lately. These days you've been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reaction that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. We ain't the same. Like, do I even know your name? You come at me, you come at me. Covered from my head to my feet. You got to mine, God can't compete. Thought you were strong, but now you fake around. After round, after round, after round. You come at me, you come at me. Knocking you down, down to your knees. Cause my love don't play up on me. Messing with me, you with the beat. Round, after round, after round, after round. I've been peeping how you looking lately. These days you been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reactions that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. But hey, what can I say? We ain't the same. Like, do I even know your name? So I've been peeping how you looking lately. These days you've been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reaction that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. We ain't the same.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the Walking This Way Impact First podcast. Before we go any further, partnering up with Vivid allows Walking This Way Impact with podcast listeners access to top-notch smart home and business security via. So, if you're interested in getting a home security system, we are partnering with Vivid. So, if you want the number, it's 1-877-571-61339. That's for English. Also for Spanish, the number is 1-855-647-9867. Mention rep code ID GSU1U and Furman Jackson Jr. So we are partnering with Vivid. Vivid is your smart home and business security system, well known in the United States, around the world. So you want to get your home, you want to get your business hooked up, go ahead, use my rep ID, get a discount, and let them know Furman Jackson Senior. So we're back here on the Walking This Ways Impact Boys podcast. So we got another comment from Ms. Cross. Zippo is a natural capsule to help detox colon if fruits and veggie intake is low. Okay, so should we have a lot of fruit and veggie intake is low? Well, it has a lot, because a lot of people fruit and veggie intake is low. People don't eat a lot of fruit. No veggie. I love watermelon. I eat watermelon all day long.
Yeah,
I love watermelon.
It's almost that season for it. It's almost that season.
You know what? I ain't gonna let you know. I eat watermelon all year round. You know they said all year round, and I can eat it. And I know everybody look at watermelon in summertime, but I get it all the time. You know, I go to the store, buy some watermelon chunks, take it to work with me for a snack, and I'm good. So I love watermelon. So this the spiritual journey, military, spa, doing a lot of major things. So what's next on your plate? What's next on your plate that you want to accomplish now? Because I know you're an individual that want to try new things. I do. So what's next? So what's next for you?
I do. I'm thinking about maybe writing some books, getting into some books, doing some more mentorships, helping others that's like diverse like myself and that's open-minded and helping others on their path. So, and just, spreading the word, keep on motivating people that want to do a similar path like mine, or just get into entrepreneurship. I'm here. I want to be that motivational person for, the voice of the people. So people will know, like, hey, like you were saying earlier, if she can do it, I can too. So, I'm a real big person on like helping the underdogs and stuff, like people that's afraid to talk, like, hey, I got you. I'm gonna be that person that's gonna be your hype man. So,
and that's it.
Right.
So in other words, it's all about bringing out in them what's already been embedded in them. So it's all about just bringing their true self, because really we're spiritual beings. Even though we're in this human body, but we're really spiritual beings. So it's all about bringing out the spiritual side of you, and not just thinking, okay, this is me. No, this is not you. The real you on the inside. You just have to bring it out and pull back those layers of things we've been taught on wrong. The mindset, our beliefs, all that stuff played a role. We have to start pulling back those layers. And it takes time to, as everybody think that this is an overnight thing. No. We built up bad behaviors. We built up beliefs over time. It's like when you gain weight. You didn't just gain weight overnight. It took years and months to gain all that weight. So now you have to reverse it. So it's going to take the time to really just pull back that stuff from the learn. A lot of people think, I just get it one time, that's it. No, you have to constantly keep going to the learning tree.
Yes, it's levels. There's levels to it. Once you reach one level, it's a whole nother level that you got to get through too. So you just can't give up. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving. You got to keep pushing.
You got to keep grinding. And I know we're pressing for time. So how can the listening audience follow you and support the work that you're doing?
So you can find me on Facebook under DeAngel Epps. You can also find me on Instagram under Touched by DeAngel. And also have another Instagram that's called Empress DeAngel. So either one of those, you can reach me and you can find more information.
Very positive, uplifting individual. She do a lot of great things. She's all about putting that work. She's all about that grinding. Also, I got a question for you as well, Angel, in the comment section. What branch did you serve?
Air Force.
I know we said. Yeah, I know we said military, so that's the first question from the comment section. So what branch? Yeah, so it was the Air Force. So I had to say military. We didn't really talk about what you were serving. So it's all about that. So how was that? So that was part of your entrepreneurship. So we know military helped bring forth discipline, helped bring forth structure and stuff like that. So you implemented those traits into your entrepreneurship as well.
Absolutely. I use me being able to just talk to different types of all walks of life, talk to people. I took that and put it into my entrepreneur for sure. Leadership, time management, all those things that I learned in the military is and what is also what I carry in everyday life too as well. So yeah, I took those things, and that definitely has helped me be successful in my business.
Man, that's what's up. Because we know that a lot of times that does help out a whole lot. When you've been in the military, you go to school for free. You get a chance to travel, everything, get paid, all the other good stuff. So that's what it's all about. But what I admire about you, you always excelling in different things. And quite a few people not doing the thing that I know we got people are doing it, but it's only a select few who are actually making things happen, not procrastinating, not being lazy, not being slothful, not being double-minded. But once you got your mind set on something, you go for it. And I applaud you for that, and keep up the great work.
I have a saying, I want to be the best in everything that I do. So that's not just in work and entrepreneurship. I want to be your best friend. If I'm a lover of yours, I want to be the best lover. I want to be the best daughter. I want to be your best sister. I want to be the best in everything that I do as long as I'm on this earth. And that's what keeps me going.
So in other words, you all about want to be successful in every area of life. I believe in that. So it's all about that's how it's supposed to be. Being successful in every area of life. Society tells people you can't.
Right.
But when you are the creator of your own world and the creator of your own universe, you can have all that. Some people don't realize that, Angel, they can have all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like damn what people say on the outside world. Well, no, if that's your world, and my world is different. We talk like that, they think you crazy. Nah, you know that. like I'm gonna just to be honest with you, like the scripture tells us, we in the world, but we not of the world. Just because that's their behavior, don't mean I have to go along with their behavior. I don't. Thing I gotta make sure I don't break the law and I don't kill nobody. That's it. Absolutely. But other than that, I don't go along with their system. Because we can talk about this for holding the broad. That's a whole other broadcast.
You got to bring it back on again.
You had to bring it back on again because that's a whole other broadcast. But go ahead one more time. Do you have any sounds of advice? Any sounds of advice, any words of wisdom that you want to leave here with the listening audience that's watching us right now and will listen to the replay in the near future?
Stick to your values. Stick to your values, your morals. Don't stay open-minded to everything, and most importantly, don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams and your aspirations. Don't let anyone tell you what you can't do. And most importantly, keep God first.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, Ms. Cross said, thank you for your service. She said she was in the Navy.
Okay, my father, who's on watching right now, he was in the Navy too. He was in the Navy as well. So.
Oh, big shout out to your dad for watching as well. Don't want to forget about him. Thank you to your dad for tuning in and watching as well. Also, so don't want to forget about it as well. Also, man, thank you everybody for tuning in, for likes, the hearts, the shares on tonight's podcast. We'll be back here Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So, man, y'all enjoy your night, enjoy the rest of your night, enjoy the rest of your Valentine evening. Whether you spending with yourself or you spending with a loved one, it doesn't matter. Still enjoy your night, regardless of what it is. And work on becoming a better version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. So we out this thing. So I'm gonna leave out with one more thing with some music, of course. And man, y'all have a great night. Be back with y'all Saturday morning here on Walking This Way Impact Voice Podcast. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Oh, ooh, you said you love me. Now I know what love is. Ain't nobody stop your love. Stop your love. 'Cause you know me. On my hopes, on my fears, but still you chose me. I'm in love. Now I don't know what you've been told, but all I know is that his love is worth more than gold. See, it took a while for me to understand, but a love like this isn't high demand. You know my flaws, but yet you still love me. Love me. Now I know what love is. Ain't nobody stop your love. Stop your love. 'Cause you know me. All my hopes and all my fears, still you chose me. I'm in love. I'm in love. You turn your back on him, he's still on your side. Always keep it real with you, and that's no lie. Won't give up the fight, I know I'ma survive. Now I got God on my side. God on my side. I was down and he got me up. On the ground, no faith, I thought I was stuck. Now the devil see us winning and we got him shook. You know it's our season, we gon' run it up. Gotta love my sister and love my brother. Cause in this word, it teaches us we gotta love each other. Really absurd if we can't look beyond each other's colors. We should prefer to show love for one another. We need to come together. Now I know what love is. Nobody stop your love. Stop your love. 'Cause you know me. All my hope and all my fears. Chose me. I'm in love. Yeah. I'm in love. So in love. I'm in love. So in love with you, with you, with you, with you, with you. I'm in love with you, with you, with you, with you, with you.